From Venice. What a funny little angle this is, but I quite like it. I'm going to go with it. We've just arrived to a cute little coffee shop about 2 minutes walk from our hotel. Lots of walking in the last 12 hours. So we are having a quick coffee stop and a croissant. And then we're going to go to the airport on the water taxi, which is just a really quick, smooth, easy way of travelling around Venice. And we're going to pick up our hire car and begin our drive to the hotel that we're spending the rest of the week at. We're going to stop at Travesso on the way, which is the home of tiramisu. So very excited for that one. And then we'll probably be arriving at our hotel quite late tonight, ready for dinner, and to just sort of have a bit of a relax for the rest of the day. Okay, so we've just come out of our hotel room, which is just there, and the sun is setting on our beautiful hotel. We've just decided that tonight we're going to walk to the local restaurant just for some food, because we've had a bit of a disaster day, would you say? Yes. Just a little bit. So we made it here finally at about 4 p.m. Have nothing really to vlog today, because unless you wanted to spend the day with us in the airport, which you probably don't, we've just had a bit of a what I would call a Western supermare. So yeah, we're gonna head to the restaurant, have a bit of a chilled eve, bit of a relax, and then wake up tomorrow for an adventure. We're going to go to Lake Garda and then on to Verona. But yeah, this place is just so quaint and beautiful, and the pool area very quiet. And then yeah, the car's here. This is the restaurant where you have your breakfast in the morning, and this is the front of the hotel where the reception is through here. So we'll do a full tour at some point as well. But yeah, it's just lovely. This is our little car, which is like what I've got at home, and I drove for the first time in Europe, and we survived, didn't we, Rach? So
we did. We've done very well.
That's the main thing. So yeah, out the hotel tonight, just to the local family restaurant, to eat our body weight in Italian carbs. These are the vineyards, the sun setting over the vineyard. We've got a little orb in the video, and there's more vineyards over here. It's just vibes. It's literally the Italian dream. Oh look, good vibes. This is a farm. I will pop the name of this below. The name of this place, because this is a farm stay. Look, there's some little goats over there, chickens, geese. I know, so cute. This is a farm stay. You can stay here. We just chose not to stay in this one because there wasn't a swimming pool. And just to put it into perspective, it's about 7:30 p.m. and I'm literally dripping in sweat, and I've just had a shower. So you need a swimming pool. Chickens. More chickens, yeah. So yeah, you can stay here, and it's just a real sort of Italian farm vibe. Again, loads and loads of vineyards over there as well. Yeah, beautiful. We just need to find the restaurant. It looks like that's a venue as well, because there's balloons in there for someone's birthday. So yeah, we've got a reservation. So we're just gonna sit down and have a lovely time. Hopefully sit out here. beautiful. Okay, so we've just sat down and we are having our first ever, sorry this is so wobbly and I'm leaning on something. We're having our first Prosecco in Prosecco. I feel like that is very cool. And yeah, it tastes amazing, so fresh. And you know, it literally just arrived. It was like probably made just 2 seconds down the road. How much more authentic can it get? Love it. Is that good? What is it?
I don't know, but
We've got this so like bowl of bread.
Oh my god.
We've got this one. Are you having it on its own?
Just on its own. I don't know what it is.
It's got like a curried. Is it like a curried taste?
Maybe. I can't work it out.
It tastes good. But I just can't believe it. So they've got like pasta or gnocchi, and then you like pick your sauce and then you can have meat or whatever. And it's €8 per main. I'm sorry, but what? I don't understand. It's so cheap and so good. So we are on our way to Lake Garda. We're on the motorway now. It's quite busy actually, and we've just been trying to work out for the last like hour what we're doing about the tolls because it's so confusing. So I would definitely suggest, before driving anywhere in Europe, having a little look at maybe the road laws and how it works so that you know what you're doing, so you're not like us. But we've made it anyway. So yeah, we're on our way to a place called Simeone, which is absolutely not how you pronounce it, but here we are. And we're going to spend a few hours there. There's a nice little spot that we found for lunch, which looks so beautiful, right on the lake, because where we're so rural, we're not going to really get the opportunity to have some sort of like sea breeze vibes or lake breeze vibes. So we're going to do that. And yeah, then we're going to drive basically back, because on the way back is Verona, so it's quite a bit of driving today, but it's actually so easy. The majority of the trip is on the motorway, so it's quite easy if you are getting used to learning how to drive in this country. So yeah, the sun is not out, which is just not really what we had in mind, so we're hoping that it comes out by the time we get to the lake, because it's just better, isn't it? It's quite gloomy and quite cloudy, but we are due, as I said earlier, a massive thunderstorm, so hopefully that does clear the air tomorrow for the rest of the trip. But yeah, just wanted to take you along on our little road trip. We've got some music on, having a little sing-song, having a great time, and we will be arriving at the lake in about 45 minutes. Okay, so we have finally arrived at Lake Garda. It took us like an hour to park. Absolutely mentally busy here. So basically, if you're coming, plan this to an absolute T, because it's near enough impossible to park. We had like a complete fluke with a car parking space. We got in the car parking space to realise that it was a 60-minute limit. So then we carried on driving, and we've literally just found one space, which is like 45-minute walk away from where we want to be. So it's not ideal, but we're just going to go with it, and we're just going to see what happens. The absolutely ironic thing is, the initial place we parked was only a 15-minute walk extra than where we are now. Oh. Lamborghini.
Very nice.
So yeah, that's ironic, but it's fine because we're just, oh, cool. I put my hand over the camera. We're just going to see what happens. We just want to get near to the water. Obviously, we are on a bit of a timeline because, yeah, it'll do a little purring sound. Yeah, we've obviously got to be, well, we've not got to be, but we want to be in Verona for a few hours at least before our reservation at the rooftop bar, which is at 7:30. And we also want to spend enough time here really to actually enjoy it and to see a bit of it. So yeah, I would just recommend that you plan this to the T. What is this? We can't get through there, can we?
Rent apartments and mooring place.
Yeah, you can't. That's a membership place, I reckon.
I think we should just try it.
We're just going to try. You need a key to get in. I reckon that's like a boat yard or something. Yeah, so I would just recommend that you plan it like to an absolute T. Because when you're on like a time frame, you don't really want to spend an hour trying to park, or maybe you do. You might be someone that wants to spend an hour trying to park, in which case you do you. But we didn't want to do that. That wasn't the goal for today. But we're here now, we made it. And we haven't quite seen the true beauty of it yet, but it does look really lovely so far. We've not got to the lake yet. We're just having a bit of a mare because it seems that every time we try to do something, it's just not going to plan. But we're powering through. We've been friends for 12 years. We haven't killed each other yet. So fingers crossed we make it to just sit down somewhere by the water, have a bit of food, just have a little ponder around. I'd like to go in a few shops, maybe get a little magnet or something, do those touristy bits, relax for a bit, and then I'd be happy to head back off again. But just see a little bit of Lake Garda other than just cars and roads would be nice. And I'm so hungry and we really need a wee. So wherever we find to eat, yeah, wherever we find, we'll take you with us. So you will next see us when we're sat in a restaurant, hopefully with a cocktail in hand. Okay, so we've discovered that if you park a bit further out and you walk to this this marina, which is called Simeone 2, you can get a water taxi for €10 per person into the centre of Simeone, so you don't have to walk. So we're just waiting for that to arrive, and then we're going to go for some food. Won't lie, the place is vibes upon vibes. It's very pretty. We've just got off our water taxi, and we're just going to take a little stroll, I guess, around this water bit to get to the restaurant that we're planning on eating at, unless we find something that we love along the way. Like, this looks quite nice. But yeah, we're just going to see where we end up, really. What on earth, how is this real lunch spot? I've gone for a pizza with a burrata, cherry tomatoes, parma ham. Rachel's got a Caesar salad, which just looks incredible. Yeah. We've got the Hugo Spritz on the go, and this is our view. Definitely worth the stress that it took to get here. Because how can you be upset or angry when you've got this going on around you? Absolutely beautiful. So we're in the centre of Simeone, and here's the castle behind me. It's so beautiful. There's so many lovely bars and restaurants. We had a really lovely lunch. We're going to try and get a boat tour if we can, and just carry on having a wander around because it's just so buzzing, so busy. We are massively behind schedule, but we're just going to go with it and just see what we can see around, and yeah, maybe try and get a boat again if we can. Okay, so you're probably not going to be able to hear a word of what I'm saying, so I will do a voiceover. But we're now on the Simeone boat tour, which just dates to 4 different locations across Simeone, and it's beautiful. So come along with us. Okay, so if you come to Lake Garda and you go on the boat tour, the Garda.tours on Instagram, basically you're having a shower. So we weren't prepared to get wet, but we are. So it's beautiful. Okay, we've been drowned. We've got off the boat and we're just getting ice creams that are like absolutely ginormous. It is so buzzing here. It's so busy. I don't even know if you can hear me, but it's just vibes. Rachel's just trying different flavours. What did you have? Oh, nice.
Between tiramisu or normal
Coffee, because we just had tiramisu, I reckon.
Can I try the coffee one?
She's going to go for coffee, and then we're going to walk back to the car and make our way to Verona. But this place is just stunning, and I would definitely love to just spend a bit more time here, so gonna have to come back for sure. Okay, so we've just arrived in Verona, done a quick change. Well, I have, because I was a sweaty pig. Rachel is very wet. Well, she's dried off now, haven't you? Yeah. Because we had a bit of a wet and wild one on the boat. We're on our way to a sunset terrace, but as with many things on this trip, it's not quite going to plan because the sun is already setting and we were supposed to be catching Z sunset. But we're in Verona. It looks pretty beautiful, really. We're going to have a little wander around, go visit Juliet's house, and just, yeah, explore for a bit before we decide to then head back home, or back to the hotel. So yeah, it's a gorgeous evening. It's actually a bit cooler than it has been, which is quite nice. And yeah, we're gonna see what we can find, but it's very pretty so far.